Sometimes I get broke, he tries. That's a twig from branch. So let's say he grabs across wrist, I work against the thumb, I go to the outside. He goes 2 wrists in, I go against the thumb, I go to the outside. He's real strong, he grabs both hands, I go across 2 thumbs to the outside. He grabs this way, I go this way against the thumbs. Now I always go against the thumbs. The thumb is the weakest part of the hand. Okay, when things grab, monkeys grab, they do like this. Okay, I was in the Philippines for 4 years, I lived there. They told me how to catch a monkey. They say you get a jar, you tie a piece of burlap, wrap around the rope, you hook it to a stake. You put apple in it. The monkey will reach in there and grab that apple, and then he will die right there at the jar because he won't let go of that apple.
Really?
Yeah, just go get the monkey.
Whoa.
He'll just stay there, he'll just hold it. You can't get it out, he'll be there. You just go get him. That's how I used to catch him. My yard boy used to do it. He don't catch monkeys. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, they won't let go of the apple. Hold on, here's the coconut. What do they put in there? All right, so, because they've got thumbs, right? They're not really, so when someone grabs you, all you got to do is remember the thumb. Now, we use your karate, right? We just saw the handshake. The thumb was here. That block was pretty easy to get out of that handshake. Right? The wrist grab, same movement. Low block, right? Wrist grab from the outside, same movement. All I got to do is pull this up and away and move that. So, when someone goes to choke you, the thumbs are involved. That's the only way they can control the choke. All right? People with amputated thumbs don't go around choking people. If you find anybody with both thumbs amputated, you see them choke somebody, you get a hold of Sensei Mike, say, Mike, that's alive. And I'm going to go, okay, well, that dude was pretty cool. That's pretty smart. I don't know how you can do it. So tuck your thumbs like this, right? And go up and try to choke somebody. Hold it in. So I go like this, he backs up. Okay. I go like this, and he goes forward. I can't hold him, okay? So we use that thumb thing for our chokes. Now another thing people do when they choke you is they want to put you up against something. It is very hard to choke somebody like in the Hollywood movies, where they're out in the middle of a field and he grabs him by the neck and he holds me. I don't know how I got to walk away. You go. You got to brace somebody against something. Whether it's the ground, a car, a pillar, the wall, something, you got to hold them in there to get that choke. We were holding them in here with the grips we were doing today. We were grabbing one hand, the other hand, we were holding them in there. That's how it was working. So, let's say there's a 2-hand choke to the front. Here. This is pretty simple. Just walk away. Okay? Let's say you got big hands. Oh, here, you can do that. I can also go down and turn and come out of it. See, I haven't hit him yet. This is another problem with self-defense and with fighting. If you block somebody and then you hit them, how many moves? If you hit somebody, how many moves? Next couple on?
Yeah.
The hidden back fist. Your hands are down. He grabs me. Bam! Now I just rack him with the back of my hand in his groin. It's nothing pretty. It ain't fancy. I didn't make a fist. I did nothing. I just reached in and bam! Whacked him with my hand. Natural reaction for almost every male and most females is, ah! They even make that little girl sound. Ah! You hear them like, they're like, ah! You never hear that when you hit somebody going, ah! So you hit them, okay? Now, the other thing is you can back fist them right up the middle to their chin. In Amatsubashi, what kind is it? You're trying to get a 3rd degree, right? Wanshu. All right. Wanshu, we have this movement. And people say, what is that? I said, well, that's just my hands being down. That's my hand being to the side. You can't see my hand. We're standing like this. Like, hey, what's up, man? And I come up. So I'm standing here. Well, I do the same thing. He goes grab my neck. If I turn my body just a little bit, boom! Bam! I crack him with that back fist right underneath his chin, knock his head right off. Because it'll be hard. It'll be like a whip. It'll be like, boom! All right? So, also when you turn, so you got the grip. When I turn, I break against the thumbs, and I'm right there. I don't care what. You're right there. Okay? I picked Oni up one time. I grabbed her one time, and she was like 4 or 5. She's like 18 now. She's an Asian. I picked her up, and I said, okay, when I pick you up, I want you to kick me and get away. But I don't think I really meant it.
I think at that time
Because I picked her up and she kicked me in the groin and I dropped her and I went, ah! in front of my class. I wasn't wearing a cup that day. But it worked really good because we knew something. What did we know? What did we know about when I grabbed you? What do we know about that? You know my hands are. If I'm grabbing you, I'm not punching you. If I'm holding you to punch, now we got a problem, but I know what the hand's going to do. But I know where one of those hands are. When you go to choke me, I know where 2 hands are. All right? So we're against this wall. This is for especially tinier people or smaller people. It doesn't really matter. If you've got a 2-hand choke on me, all I got to do is drop down, BAM! And strike. All right? Now watch. How far my fist is. If I struck through his groin that much, I went BAM! Into his groin. Probably going to get myself back up. And then I could throw a kick, a knee, elbow, play the Hanshi crowd, or whatever you want. You got to get that initial strike in. It's self-defense. If I took time to block, what has he got time to do? Punch. Think of his second move. Oh, he's blocking me. I better do something. Okay? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The same pretty much with a one-handed choke. So let's say he puts a one-hand choke slam me, he starts to throw that punch, and I hit. It's not even blocking. I'm going to use this to get me to hit. Hammer fist, hook punch, elbow. It doesn't really matter what you use. It's all up to you. Good thing is to claw the eyes. It's self-defense what he's trying to do. Live, right? I can entertain the court. He goes in like this, like, I rip his eyes. Just rip him. Just drive him in and rip him. Okay, so you guys do the knife hand. Practice your thumb movement. So, the 2-hand choke, all I want you to do is against one of these pillars, drop down to a knee, BAM! And just throw a punch in their belt, at the knot of their belt. Just throw a punch. It's real simple. Boom! And get up. All right? There you go. Get it. Pretty simple.
Runner up.